For our listeners, best and highest good. For the viewers who find this message, what is it that you would like to speak with them about? I could have a couple cards just for overall message of what we're going to discuss here, Spirit. What is it that you would like to discuss, Spirit? What, please, for our viewers, the message for the ones that find this? What is it? What is it about this? Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. Well, we might be talking about relationships. What more here? Oh, okay. We're going to talk about a relationship for the Empress. Very nice. We have the star on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put this here. This is our overall energy. I'm going to pull a Kachina knife now to give us a little more information about the background of this Empress. So for our Empress, this is a little bit of the past energy. I made a choice here. This is a little bit of present. Present. And a little bit of the future. All right. Ladies, what we're going to talk about is, in the past here, I see that you have made a choice to move towards something that is in your best interest. And you have two twos, you have two tens, you have two fours. And this is telling me that overall, this was about a decision that you had to make to end something. Okay? So the twos making this choice that you need to move towards something that is more aligned with you. It could also just be about how you needed to remove yourself from a place, that wasn't serving you, right? You were choosing to end those things and taking on a new beginning, right? And here in the present, I kind of see how you are juggling between, again, a choice, but what I'm seeing as we have the two and the two, I'm seeing this is kind of like a continuation, and it's almost as if you're feeling like you're just almost like you have your foot in two different worlds here. Look at this, where one is in an ending place and, the other one is in a new beginning place of, answering a call. This could be about your spiritual awakening. And this showing me how, this awakening process that you have been going through, you've done a lot of work here. And this is a 10 and a completion card. So this is in the home stretch, you're almost there. You have managed to wrap up all of these wands and you're almost home. And that is implying to me, that this work that you're doing on yourself and this answering of this call is tied to a spiritual awakening. But I don't necessarily think that this reading is so much about your spiritual awakening and your call. We will find out because they may be tied together, right? Because what I'm saying is that as we have this four and this four here, this little future, as we move towards this near future energy, there's something that is coming towards you that, you are focused somewhere else at this point. And it could be, we've got the bad ending here. It could be focused on healing. This is reflecting and meditating, right? But it could also just mean focusing on things outside of yourself. You're just focusing on getting your house in order and things like that. I'm leaning towards this being more towards a reflecting and a healing process from this Ten of Swords, because this card and this card put together is giving me this picture of how we're going to move forward from this ending. Because here in the present, you're weighing the decision between, maybe even a little questioning of, did you make the right choice here when you chose to move towards something that was better for you? You're still kind of almost in that decision place. Like I'm feeling this 1 foot in and 1 foot out one foot into a new beginning and one foot kind of lingering back in this old energy. That has come to a completion. You've made a judgment call on that for sure. You know that you've set your boundaries with this, and there's no going back at this point. You know you're going forward. It's just a matter of you're not quite sure here, I think, maybe how it might look. And that's what we're going to take a look at. Because this ending is going to come to a completion. You might not get the things that you want from it. You might not have a closure, but it's done, right? This energy is done and you're moving forward. That's what is important here, Empress. Because the things that you don't see coming, right, maybe while you're focusing on healing, is this energy over here, which is there is a relationship here that Spirit wants to discuss with you, the thing that you don't see coming. So let's get some more information in here, Spirit. We have the star on the bottom of the deck, the direction for you to go. Pulling that and holding it right here. All right, then Spirit, for our Empress, what is it that you can advise our Empress with this present energy that we have here? Tell me a little more, give me some more information to help for the highest and best good, our Empress, navigate, right, this present energy, this energy that I feel is the 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and we have the wounded warrior, right? And the Ten of Swords tells me that, and you're looking over here at the Empress as well, okay? The Empress is the last man standing from a wounded warrior perspective here, Spirit. What more can you tell us about our Empress? There's the King of Pentacles who was on the bottom of the deck. He's coming back out again. So wounded warrior. Solid foundation here with this King of Pentacles. What else for us, Spirit? What else? What else to know here for our Empress's current energy? Strength. Beautiful. And truth. Okay. Strength in her truth. Maybe there were some words of truth that were spoken. This is communication. Oh, and justice right here staring at me. All right, Empress, what I'm seeing is a little bit of history of perhaps this event that you had to move yourself to a better place on here. And yeah, I'm going to go with the spoken words of truth that have caused maybe a domino effect. But we're talking about here how you speaking the truth, you having the strength and the wherewithal to speak some truth is bringing some justice. This wasn't easy for you. This was difficult. This was a difficult thing. Perhaps the 9 sitting here on the 10, I'm seeing that these were difficult boundaries that had to be set at some point, and perhaps with the King of Pentacles. But what I am going to say about what I'm seeing here is what it gave you. What it gave you to make this choice, to maybe speak your truth, and choose to put some boundaries up with someone now. But it gave you a lot of knowledge and a solid foundation in knowing exactly what it is that you want now from a relationship. Look what you took away. You took away a knowing of truth, a discovery about how relationships should be. And it took a toll. It took a toll here. But you've learned this lesson. You've learned this lesson. Because we're moving forward here. And Spirit wants to talk about this beautiful energy going on over here. Well-spoken communication. No bullshit here. Right? You knew something. You could see something. And you knew what direction it was that you had to move away from or towards. Could even be towards. You just knew this wasn't aligning with you. So Spirit. Then, let's get to the good part, Spirit. We've covered the bad part, and if this is resonating for you and this is your story, then let's get to the good part here with what is it that they don't see coming? Tell us more about this healing journey that our Empress is on. Her healing journey after making this choice to move towards something that was more in line with her interest, that wasn't hurting her. Spirit, oh boy. Oh, what do we want to know about? We want to know about that emperor. Yes, we do. We want to know about the emperor and what he is up to. The emperor clearly sees this path. He knows exactly what he wants. And he's past choices. He has made a decision. I know what I want, and I'm going to go forward with this. This is action, action. Fast moving, quick, tying all back in to this Four of Wands over here. So I'm thinking this is where this emperor is going. Tell us more about this emperor. What's with this broken heart and a king of swords? Okay. Let's just get some more. Let's get some more. What else to know here for our empress? What is it that she needs to know about this emperor who has made a decision? Or this emperor in the first place? Is this who is this emperor here? You tell me, Spirit, what is it that we need to know? And we still have this coming up the same way. All right, we're going to have to talk about that. All right, ladies, I have a twofold message here. When we add these additional cards to this line, right, of what this emperor is going to be moving forward at a quick rate, right, made a decision and moving quickly to explain to you or talk with you or share with you about feelings and things from their past. That you'll know that this is the emperor, right, that this reading is about. It's going to have to do with the conversation. Now, this could be a totally new person coming to you, and these are the things that you're going to have a conversation about. Just about relationships in the past. How things hadn't gone well. There's going to be some clarity, some truth brought to that subject between the two of you in a conversation. That's how you're going to know. Now, this could also be that this emperor is someone that you had this incident with in the past. And they're going to come forward to discuss it. Now, that's going to be for you to decide. It's going to be for you to resonate. You're the one that's going to know whether or not how final. Here's the thing. Whatever it is, even if this is an individual that you had this experience with, a very bad one, a bad closure, a heartbreak, for reasons that are cloudy and misunderstood, there's no closure here. And maybe this person is going to bring closure to those things. But whatever it is, however it was in the past that caused these things and caused you to make these choices to move away, that's done. That's what I do have to say about whatever is coming forward. You've made your judgment about that. There'll be no more. And you know that. So, however this resonates then for you, whether you will or possibly entertain this conversation, perhaps you want this closure. I mean, a conversation doesn't necessarily mean that this is where this is going to go, but this is what is being implied by the cards. So, with that said, then Spirit, please, what more advice can you give our Empress on this upcoming possible conversation, right? I'm seeing going to work on something, doing the work and having a good position to do it from. What else do we have? Towers. What else here, Spirit? What more? What more for our Empress to know? Please, there we go. What more for our Empress to know? Okay. Let's take a look. All right. So the thing that I am seeing here is an overall story of advice for you, but it's telling me what you've learned. the work that you have invested in what you learned from this experience that you had to move away from, this bad ending. And what you've learned is exactly what it is that you want going forward in a relationship. Just kind of reaffirming, right? But it's giving me details about that, right? If you're going to be in this relationship, then it is not going to be the way it ever was in the past. You've learned those lessons that if you're going to put this work in, it's going to be to build a solid foundation. You're not in it to be playing anymore. All right, that you're looking for something that's a solid foundation going forward. You know, you're playing for keeps. And you're not interested in this player energy anymore. Or maybe you never were, but you're definitely done with that. All that is broken down. Because you're going to take the high road. You learned the lessons that are back here. It's not going to be that way anymore. You're not going to have it. Because now it is about, what makes you happy. The direction that you went back here was what was in your best interest. And that is really the advice that I'm seeing that you need to keep in mind. Don't let the lessons, right, that you learned from this slip away. Use this as your foundation for all future relationships. Spirit's advising that very strongly. And you know this. You use your intuition and your discernment. Because with this, you have some clarity now. You have some good, strong discernment over what it is that you're not going to tolerate anymore. You learned a lot. And possibly it was about experiences of repetitive cycles that you've had in your life, attempting to break away from the traditions of how you were taught or showed what love was. And you realize that no, that's not how it should be. And you changed that by making this choice and walking away. And hard work pays off. It pays off, Empress. So good for you. Hard work pays off with the sun. Yes. All right. So, Spirit, what more about this relationship? Transformational. What more about this relationship? This transformation in our Empress's experience of relationships. Because what I'm seeing going forward here is a relationship that is very much in line with what she truly wants, what she truly needs as well. So what more about this relationship, this possibility coming for our Empress? Please, Spirit. That's a lot. Oh, I'm going to take these. There's the the Five of Cups. That wanted to be there earlier. Okay. I'm going to just start pulling cards here, guys. Okay. Give me more here, please, Spirit. Why the Five of Cups? Let me have a little more information. Let's build a little more picture here. Why the Five of Cups here, Spirit? Why the Five of Cups? Okay. Why the King of Wands? Let's build a little bigger picture here for our Empress. Okay, all right. There we go. Let's take a look at that. These cards are showing me a transformation of energy. Right, we have the transformation in the Tower. And this, I am seeing that this is still related to this event here with this King of Swords. Because this king, I think, is this same king. And we're seeing a transformation of energies in this emperor. Because we're going from this sort of attitude. This attitude of lack, of not enough, of can't make a commitment. This energy that is up here in this fella, this knight. And look how this knight's going this direction, and these knights are going this direction. There's a transformation from this sort of mental attitude that this person had, because the mental attitude that they have moved into, and again, cups and cups and cups and cups. So we're looking at this person's perception of relationships. And here it was just like, no, not seeing any of the good in it, not having any hope, that there's something worthwhile in a relationship. Moving to this energy, right? This transformed energy of just absolutely ready and willing and open to moving towards that. But this card, reconciliation and something from the past. Tying it back perhaps to this person, and this event. The one you walked away from. So Spirit, what advice then? After seeing this transformational energy in this individual, overall, the Empress made a choice to walk away, to move towards something that was in her best interest. And it seems as if we have a loop coming right back around. In a transformational way. But what for her highest and best good? What is it that she needs to know going forward about herself? What is it that she should focus on? Oh, nice. Look at what you should be focusing on. What inspires you? What inspires you? This card to me is like what you've learned in the past from the things that have been painful. But you can take what you've learned, take what resonates, and leave the rest. And you can move away from that. Because even in the worst things, we learn something. We find truth. We can. Because it teaches us things about ourselves. And I'm seeing here, don't forget what you've learned. Again, this is the most important thing about all of this. All of this cycle has been what you have taken away from this is the treasure. Not necessarily this person, not necessarily this relationship, right? Thank you, Spirit. What I'm seeing very much so is that it isn't at all about this relationship. It's about the things that you learned from this experience. And like, I'm feeling like that's the pot of gold. That's the thing that was really necessary and important here. Maybe for both parties involved. This person made a big transformation. You made a big transformation. And I suppose there's always possibilities that these things can line back up. Spirit says so. Not for me to question. I'm just the messenger. All right, Empress. So you don't forget. You don't forget. You hang on to what it was that you learned. All these lessons. All of these lessons that you learned. You hang on to it. I'm going to get some oracle cards for you now, Empress. I'm going to get 3 different cards. From 3 different decks. One for your mind, one for your body, and one for your spirit. And this is for your mind. Please, Spirit, what for our Empress's mind? What advice for her best and highest good going forward on this journey? That's a lot. Let's see what we have. I'm going to take some of these for sure. Traveling lightly. Overcoming obstacles. Simplify everything. Because you can overcome anything. Asking for simplicity. Purification activates vibrant life force. Let's build the rest of this story. So what now, Spirit? What for their body? What for their body? For the Empress's body, for her best and highest good. What is it? What card for her body, please? Take this one right here. Wrap yourself in a handmade quilt. Comfort. Comfort of home is what that's saying to me. Listen to the wisdom of your feelings. Very nice. Right? This is reinforcing again the pot of gold here is what you've learned. Because going forward, everything will be different for you in relationships. No more of this. And that's all based on what it is that you took away from this event, this experience with this person. You took away a pot of gold. And that's a beautiful thing. So listen to those feelings. And make sure that you're making yourself comfortable in any situation going forward. We have the Nine of Cups somewhere down in here. You make sure that you're making yourself comfortable. What is making you happy? Don't forget that. Now, for our Empress's Spirit, can I have a card for her best and highest good, please, on this journey that she is on? What is it for her spirit? Taking conscious steps, considered actions, looking forward. Your higher self and your sacred intuition and lessons. But those lessons bring you present assistance. So taking conscious steps on this spiritual path, these are going to help you overcome any obstacles. Don't hold yourself down. Don't overload yourself with all of the things from your past. You've done a lot of that. I'm seeing that, you have done a great deal of healing and cleansing, purifying your vibration. And that changes what comes back to you. You're taking conscious steps to use your connection, to enhance it, to strengthen it. That is what you are doing. And they're saying absolutely continue doing it, because these cycles close out and change it all. That's what you have done with this decision that you made. That is your pot of gold. Clearing these karmic lessons. And for you, that's priceless. Going forward, you have it all, right? You have it all. You have it all. I wish so much the very best and highest good for you on your journey, for your healing. I send you love and light. Travel on, friend.